The reading comes from last Sunday, and it's Jesus cleanses 10 lepers. On the way to Jerusalem, Jesus was going through the region between Samaria and Galilee. As he entered a village, 10 lepers approached him. Keeping their distance, they called out, saying, "Jesus, Master, have mercy on us." When he saw them, he said to them, "Go and show yourselves to the priests." And as they went, they were made clean. Then one of them, when he saw that he was healed, turned back, praising God with a loud voice. He prostrated himself at Jesus' feet and thanked him. And he was a Samaritan. Then Jesus asked, "Were not 10 made clean? But the other 9, where are they? Was none of them found to return and give praise to God, except this foreigner?" Then he said to him, "Get up and go on your way. Your faith has made you well." Now, in the reading, only one of the 10 lepers who Jesus healed recognised where this gift of healing had come from God. But God still gave the gift of healing to all 10 of the lepers. And so today I want to talk to you about the gracious gift giving of God. An overarching feature of the story of God's people throughout the Old and the New Testament is one of God's giving of gifts. It's what's called gift theology. Theology just means thinking about and talking about God. And so gift theology just means to think about God in terms of the gifts he gives us. Now, we've been celebrating the gifts of the harvest in these last few weeks, and I love the rhythm of the seasons as they turn. I don't know about you. Some would call the harvest a gift from God. Others would call it Mother Nature or the abundance of the creative world. So where and what is the difference in each of our views? Well, I believe there's a spark within all of us that means we know how to behave towards one another, the right things to do, how to help and not harm, how to be grateful for the beauty, goodness and gift we receive in the harvest or elsewhere in life. That, I believe, is because we all have the spark of God in us and the imprint of God upon us. The difference is that a Christian would credit God with the goodness and the authorship of that beauty and goodness, whereas others would credit other things perhaps. Christian gift theology starts with the precious gift of God, the Christ child, who is offered on an open hand for us to take or to leave. And in turn, the gift that the Christ child offers through his very existence is the gift of being back in full relationship with God the Father, because Jesus always points us back to the Father. Jesus brought good news for everyone, with special care for anyone who was and is marginalised or on the outskirts of life and society. And so no one is excluded from his offer of the gift of being drawn back into a relationship with God the Father. And at this time of the good gifts of the harvest that we all see just around us all the time, we're reminded as Christians of the ultimate good gift of Jesus, pointing us back to the Father and his heart for creation and for the world.